Hi everyone. So today we'll be discussing the first two questions from the questions that are there behind the chapter of your chapter motion in your science textbook of class 9. So let's get started.
Okay, so let's discuss this question. As I've already said before, whenever you're solving a numerical, please try and write down all the knowns given to you, all the values that are given to you. Okay, an athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meters in 40 seconds. So, what is the diameter? Diameter is equal to 200 meters, which implies that the radius is equal to 100 meters. Right. And time is equal to 40 seconds. What is the distance covered and the displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? Okay. So the first thing you need to calculate. So what do you need to calculate? The distance and the displacement. Right. First, let us do the displacement part because that is easier. So what the person is starting here and he's completing a circle and coming back to the same point. So what is the shortest distance between his initial point and the final point? It is 0 because there is no distance at all. He's coming back to the same point. So therefore the displacement will be 0, right? So displacement is equal to 0. This part is solved. Now let's solve the distance part. So what is the formula that you know for distance here in case of a circular motion? We've discussed this, right? So V is equal to 2 pi r divided by t, right? So this is to find out the velocity of your object. So if you to find this out, you have V is equal to 2 into pi into what is our R? R is 100 meters divided by time is 40 seconds. Okay, you can just cancel this out to, and this is 5 pi. 5 pi. Let us keep it this way for now. Now, what is S? S is equal to V into T, right? Which is basically equal to what is V? V is 5 pi. That is what we have here, 5 pi into what is T? T is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds implies what is 2 minutes? 2 minutes is 120 seconds plus 20 seconds, which is basically 140 seconds. So 140 into 5 pi, which is equal to 20, 5 on the 5, 6, 7, 700 pi, right? You can either leave it like this, but it's better if you solve this value. Okay, it is equal to 700 into 22 by 7. I hope you all know the value of pi. It is 22 by 7. 7 into 700 is 100. This implies that it is 2200. Okay, so the distance traveled by the person in 2 minutes 22 seconds. So total distance traveled by the man or by the athlete in 2 minutes 20 seconds is equal to 2200 meters, which is also 2.2 kilometers. Okay, so that is the final answer for this question. Now let's move on to the next question. So Joseph jogs from, another important thing is whenever you're solving numericals, try and draw the diagram for that numerical. Okay, so Joseph jogs from one end A to another end B. This is A and this is B of a straight road which is 300 meters. So S is equal to 300 meters, T is equal to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Always convert your minutes into seconds. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds is what? 120 minutes plus 120 seconds plus 30 seconds, which is equal to 150 seconds. Okay, and then turns around and jogs 100 meters back to point C. So this is C and this is 100 meters. Okay, and this entire length is 200 300 meters. Okay, in another 1 minute. So that is taking another 60 seconds. Where what are Joseph's average speeds and velocities in jogging from A to B and from A to C? Okay, so when the person or Joseph when Joseph is jogging from A to B, so what is the formula for average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. Right. So what is the total distance here? He's first travel. Okay, let's do part A first. So in part A, average speed is equal to total distance by total time. So total distance is 300 meters because from A to B alone. So it's 300 meters divided by total time taken as 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is 150 seconds. Okay, if you cancel this, it's 2. So it is 2 meters per second. That is the average speed. Now what is the formula for average velocity? Average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time, right? So this is equal to, what is the total displacement? The shortest part between A and B is still 300 meters. So it is 300 meters by total time of 150 seconds, which is equal to 2 meter per second again. Now let's move on to part B. Right. So if when we move on to part B, what we are going to do is, it is basically the same thing, but for the paths of A to C. Okay. So part B is basically A to C. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time, right? Which is equal to, when the person is traveling from A to C, he first traveled from A to B He first traveled from A to B and then from B to C, which is 300 plus 100, which is 400. So 400 divided by total time taken was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is 120 plus 30, 150, 150 plus 60, which is what? Which is 210 seconds, right? So 0, 0 gets cancelled and we have 40 by 21 equal to 1.9 meters per second. Okay. Now, what is the average velocity? Average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time, which is what? Which is this distance, right? So, what do you do there now? So, if it is only this distance, that means that it is 300 minus 100, which is 200. So 200 divided by 210, which is equal to 0.95 meters per second. Okay, so basically this is the final answer. So these four values which we calculated are the final answer for this particular question. Okay, now let's move on to the next question.
So thank you everyone for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you found this video helpful. That would really help me out. Thank you for watching and do keep supporting me. Thank you.